I didn't do a video last week because I was just frustrated, withdrawn, and worn out after the week I had just had. And then lo and behold, this week was doing better for me, really. For life, in life, I follow logic. I like to believe that things happen because of consequence, and nothing else. Nothing else. I don't believe in religion. I'm not spiritual. I don't believe in fate or destiny, and I don't even believe there's such thing as good luck or bad luck. Things just happen. Say you had a job interview at 9 o'clock in the morning, and you were late to it because you're rushing around and you missed the bus. Some people might say that was just unlucky that you missed the bus, or that it was in your destiny never to get it, or it was fate or whatever like that. But I cannot think like that. I cannot put it down to that, because to me that means that you're not in control of how things work for you. That you're basically living a life that's already been planned out for you, and that just doesn't bode well with me. But I have had things that have happened to me over the last few years that I can only put down as bad luck, really. I cannot see how I could have done anything that hasn't led me into these situations. But over the last 2 weeks, things have happened that have just really started to make me feel like I'm about to snap. For instance, I managed to get through my room every single day without any problems, without knocking anything over or anything like that. Yet last week I managed to cause around about £400 worth of damage in seconds, really. I managed to knock into my wardrobe, and now this is something which I'm aware that it's there, and I do everything I can to try to avoid knocking into it. And on top of it was my iPhone, my iPad, and one of my PS3s. And of course, as I knocked in the wardrobe, I knocked all of them off. My PS3 hit the floor with such an amount of force that it broke into two different bits. When I tried to put it back together, it wouldn't work, saying it just died completely within it. Fair enough. Um, I'd also dropped my iPad and my iPhone somewhere. Now, when I was looking for them, I sort of accidentally reversed over them in my wheelchair and broke the screen. And funnily enough, or coincidentally enough, whatever you want to put it, I did the exact same thing down in Nero with my phone the day before. I dropped it, and then when I went to move to look where it was, I ran over it. No, you could just put it down to the fact that it's just unlucky. Um, so I just sort of tried to brush off as one of those things that just happens. It would be fair to say don't put anything back up on the wardrobe, but I've always done it. They've always been there, and I've never had any problems. It was just that one time that it just didn't work out properly. Another point, I have had 3 different people cancelling their plans on me at the very last minute. Now, this might not seem like such a big problem. I'm quite aware, and I do understand that plans change, and people have other things to be getting on with. But I kind of feel that if you make a commitment with me, then, or at least I like to think that I'm that important thing, then if something else comes up, I would like to think there's a case of someone saying, no, I can't do that. I've already made plans with Max that day. But I have to take into consideration other people, and things do get cancelled. It doesn't really help. It doesn't really help the situation when later on that day these people post photos of themselves on Facebook at the fucking beach on the day they're meant to meet me. Somebody once said friends are only friends when it suits them. It makes me wonder. Now, you can say, was that really down to bad luck, or was it down to karma, or just the fact that my friends are twats? I really want to think, or I really want to say that it was none of them. It just happened that way anyway. But it makes you think. I had to go into the town yesterday, and I left the house in very bright sunshine. It's very warm weather, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. If anything, it was uncomfortably warm. And I went to town early, and did whatever I had to do in town. And it was about 3:30, 4:45 in the afternoon. And I was gonna get have a coffee, but there's a lot of people around town, and I just thought I'd get frustrated, so I would come home. And if anything, I felt it was kind of uncomfortable because it was so warm, ironically. So I started to make my way home, and it got very dark and it got very cloudy. Very, very cloudy. And it started to rain a little bit, and I had a bit of thunder. And I was like, oh god, I hope I can get home before it absolutely pisses down. And then literally, it's about half a mile from my house. I just literally turned into the estate, and I was crossing the road, and my electric wheelchair just stopped in the middle of the road. And then almost as soon as it stopped, it just poured down rain. Probably like the hardest rain I've ever seen. Oh, definitely the only hardest rain I've seen for a long time. I was stuck right there, and I was soaking wet. I only had a pair of shorts and t-shirt on. I was shivering, and I was there for at least 10 minutes. And it was, yeah, it was a pretty old thing. I was, I was too wet, or I was too cold, and too pissed off to try and think my way out of a situation. If anything, I think I was probably starting to panic a little bit. I was stuck in the road. I thought someone's only got to come around the corner at a high speed, and they're gonna hit me. And 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 there was nothing I could do. I could not move at all. Fortunately, some people stopped. They came around the corner and they stopped the car, and they asked me if I was alright. And lo and behold, they took the brakes off it, and they said they would push me home, which I'm very thankful for. But but I was home. I was home then, but that was only half the battle conquered. Then they put me into the living room, and then they left. So I'm in the living room. It was getting dark. The sun was starting to set. So I couldn't get to the light switch. My clothes were soaking wet. I was shivering cold, and I had a broken wheelchair, and I need to move around in the house. So I had to call the carers, who from over the road. They came over. They helped me in the chair to get dried and then get dressed in some new clothes. And then we called up the emergency rehab people. We explained the situation, and they said they would call out an emergency engineer to me. But unfortunately, it's got to come up from Exeter, so it could be any time in the next 4 hours. So I was literally put onto a chair in my kitchen where I had to drink up the coffee and try to make some dinner out of whatever I could get my hands on, and wait for this guy to turn up. Luckily he did turn up, but he did turn up at about 9:15 in the evening, and it turned out that where the water, for some reason, I mean this is fucking stupid, but where water had got inside it, it shorted out some of the electrics. Fucking ridiculous. So again, you know, people say now because there's something I couldn't have helped happening, you could just say that it was bad luck that it happened, or was it unlucky to say that happened where it happened, or in some kind of other mystical force, have I done something to deserve this happening to me? Okay, it's all sorted out now, but that's kind of made me worry about going out. What if it happens again? But at the same point, I don't really have an option. I have to go out regardless. So, you know, it's story of my life is that I have to do things whether I want to or not. You see, all of what I said and send you the tip of the iceberg of what I have to go through. It just seems that I have a lot of bad luck, and when I'm looking for reasons or answers to why, I always seem to call. There is this mental hippie lady next door who is always talking to me about karma and how the universe is in this balance form, and for every good action there's always got to be a bad action to balance it out, or vice versa. She always talks to me about how you do good, or for every good action that you do, something good will come back around to you. Well, if that's true, then I must be due a really big payout at some point. I'm nearly 33 years old. I've had my mobility taken away from me. I'm in a wheelchair. I've had my guitar playing and my being in a band days. They're all gone away from me now. I'm living here on my own. I'm away from people my own age. I don't really know people around here. I'm single. I'm very lonely. My last 4 girlfriends have all cheated on me in quite horrific ways. Well, don't really know if it's a good way of being cheated on, but you know, but in regard to that, their own personal karma, nothing seems to have happened to them so far. I mean, you know, if there is such thing as karma, then it's hopefully building up and it's going to rot in their, you know, their faces. If you want to talk about the balance of the universe, about how good actions can be balanced out with bad actions, it kind of seems that for everybody else's good actions, I'm the one who ends up getting shit on, and I get the bad situation. And that's on the counterbalance and the whole thing. People I know, everyone I know is like settling down, getting married, having babies, you know, doing jobs, getting on with their lives, doing everything. Me, I have to go to weekly counselling sessions just to get by in life. I have to take pills to keep me breathing properly, keep my heart beating right. I have injections into my stomach every time I have a meal to stop me from dying. Uh, I'm in a wheelchair. All everything, all the bad stuff you can think of happening to you happens to me, and because it happens to me, that means everyone else gets all the goodness. If you believe in what I've just said, I really want to say all of this trying to find reasons to things, it's all just a load of bollocks. Everything's just happened because that's the way it is. There's no such thing as luck. There's no such thing as karma. There's nothing. But hey, on the flip side of everything, last 8 years of my life have been so bad that maybe something good to come out of that. I don't know when. I believe it soon because I kind of really feel like I can't do this much longer. So I want to know what you think. Do you think there's such a thing as fate, destiny? Do you think I've just been unlucky, or do you think I've done something to deserve all of this, or do you think it's just happened because that's the way it's happened? Please like this video, subscribe to it. It helps me build up a bigger fan base and everything. Please leave all comments and answer my questions in the box below. Follow in the description, you've got links to my Twitter and my Facebook, and yeah, I'm just want to get this. I want to try and get other people involved in it. So I'm asking, do you believe in luck, fate, destiny, or do things just happen because?